Combustion. The discovery of fire changed the lives of the early human beings. Fire helped them cook food, stay warm in cold weather, and drive away wild animals. With the passage of time, fire has been used for various other purposes, such as lighting torches and casting metals. What causes fire? What are the conditions that sustain fire? Why do some fires result in a roaring inferno, while some others barely creep along? Let's find answers to these questions in this module. Burning of a substance is called combustion. Combustion is a chemical reaction that releases heat and light. It is sustained by oxygen. What are the conditions necessary for combustion? The three conditions necessary for combustion are a combustible substance, oxygen, and heat energy. A substance that burns readily in the presence of air to produce heat and light is called a combustible substance or fuel. Paper, cloth, candle, dry leaves, wood, coal, petrol, and LPG are some examples of combustible substances. Substances that do not burn in the presence of air are called non-combustible substances. Water, sand, and glass are some examples of non-combustible substances. Oxygen present in the air is a supporter of combustion. Without sufficient heat, a fire cannot be lit. Temperature at which a substance begins to burn in the presence of air is called its ignition temperature. Different substances have different ignition temperatures. Observe the visual that appears on the screen. Indicate which one of the elements has been removed in this instance. This shows that adequate supply of oxygen is essential for combustion of a substance. A combustible substance will not burn in the absence of oxygen. Indicate which one of the elements has been removed in this instance. This shows that combustion is possible only in the presence of combustible substances like oil in this case. The wick of the lamp draws oil by the capillary action. When the wick is lighted, the tip catches fire and gradually all the fuel in the lamp gets consumed. Indicate the element that has been removed in this case. This shows that heat is required to start combustion. As the wick is dampened, water reduces the temperature of the wick that has caught fire below its ignition point. The fire thus gets extinguished. The degree of temperature at which a substance will catch fire and continue to burn is called its ignition point. A substance will not catch fire as long as its ignition temperature is not reached. Most of the fire extinguishers work on the principle of either reducing the ignition temperature of the substance that has caught fire or by cutting off the oxygen supply. Based on the speed of reaction, combustion can be classified as rapid combustion, explosion, and spontaneous combustion. A combustion reaction which takes place in a short span of time is called rapid combustion. A rapid combustion reaction in which sound energy is released along with heat and light is called an explosion. A combustion reaction which starts on its own under given conditions is referred to as spontaneous combustion. Based on the availability of oxygen, combustion can be classified as complete and incomplete combustion. A combustion reaction taking place with adequate amount of oxygen results in complete combustion. Fuels such as natural gas and petroleum contain compounds of hydrogen and carbon or hydrocarbons. When they burn completely, carbon combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, and hydrogen combines with oxygen to form water. The process of combustion taking place in inadequate amount of oxygen is known as incomplete combustion. It results in the formation of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and water. Carbon is released as soot. Carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas. Hence, complete combustion is preferable to incomplete combustion.